Are you feeling stuck and wondering why nothing seems to be working in your life? In this video, we will be discussing the concept of why nothing is working in your life from a Buddhist perspective. Reason 1. You aren't reaching your potential. Most people are born with the ability to do great things, but many don't even try. Although most people have the potential to do great things from birth, many never even try. Buddhism frequently refers to this unrealized potential as our Buddha nature. Everyone is born with the capacity for greatness, insight, and profound personal development. But a lot of us fall short of our potential, and as a result, nothing appears to work in our lives. Realizing your own potential is the first step. The mind is a very strong tool that may either free us from suffering or keep us in it, according to teachings from the Buddha. Limiting thoughts in your head are typically the reason you aren't performing to your full potential. These ideas give you a sense of inadequacy, insignificance, and unworthiness. They build a mental wall that keeps you from reaching your potential for greatness. Distractions, anxiety, and self-doubt obscure our view in the modern world. We remain trapped because we fear failing. We put off the things we know we should do because we procrastinate. According to Buddhist philosophy, we have to face our worries head-on. The voice of self-doubt can be quieted and your attention brought back to the present moment by engaging in mindfulness and meditation practices. You become aware of your infinite potential as you start to live more in the present. You are far more capable than you realize, but it all starts with making that initial move. Don't allow uncertainty or fear to stop you. You have the capacity to accomplish great things from birth. You have much more potential than you ever realized if you take baby steps toward your goals every day. Reason no. 2. You lack objectives. You could feel like you're not making any progress if you don't have anything to aim at. In Buddhism, it is essential to have a life goal or direction. The Eightfold Path includes the concept of right intention, which the Buddha discussed. To have right intention is to create definite, intentional goals that are consistent with your beliefs and ideals. Many people feel lost and uninspired as they float through life without any clear objectives. It's simple to fall into the pattern of boring routines when one lacks a feeling of purpose in life. The issue with having no goals is that life loses its purpose. Rather than making the most of our time, we begin to feel as though we are only passing the time. Buddhism encourages us to give our life goals a lot of thought. This does not always imply achievement on the outside or financial affluence. Goals that are in line with our inner values, compassion, kindness, wisdom, and growth, often rank highest. This is the moment to set goals if you don't already have some. Examine your priorities in life. Once your objectives are clear, move toward achieving them. The Buddha placed a strong emphasis on the value of correct effort, or working hard to realize our goals. You'll discover that things start to go your way when you set and maintain clear goals. The challenges that before appeared insurmountable will start to disappear, and you'll feel more in line with your purpose. Life can seem aimless in the absence of objectives. Establish measurable objectives that are consistent with your beliefs, then deliberately work toward them. Once you know where you're heading, everything will start to fall into place. Reason 3. Time is running out, and you haven't seen results. Acts bear greater weight than words, and time is of the essence. Not getting the desired results is one of the most frequent causes of frustration for people. Instant gratification is the standard in our fast-paced world. When we don't get results right away, we begin to think that nothing is trying. Buddhism emphasizes the value of patience and letting go of expectations. The Buddha compared life to a garden, saying that if you sow seeds now, you won't have blooms later. However, if you carefully tend to those seeds, they will eventually blossom. In a similar vein, just because we don't see outcomes from the acts we take today doesn't indicate they aren't effective. If you think that time is running out, you should change your viewpoint. Impermanence's lessons serve as a reminder that life is ever-changing. The idea of running out of time is frequently a construct of our own thoughts, since time is a dynamic concept. Make the most of the time you have now, rather than worrying about how little time you have left. Even if you don't notice benefits right away, every little effort you put forth adds up. In case you haven't noticed any effects yet, don't give up. Persistence and patience are essential. Have faith that your current behaviors will result in growth, even if it takes some time for the effects to become apparent. Reason 4. Your personality hasn't changed. It's critical to put effort into enhancing your interpersonal interactions. The ideas of right speech and right action are fundamental to Buddhism and govern our interactions with the outside world. Our personalities are malleable and subject to change as we mature. But if we don't make an effort to change our personalities, we could notice that our interactions and relationships diminish, which can cause us to feel alone and frustrated. Buddhism emphasizes the value of kindness, understanding, and compassion in our relationships with other people. If it seems like nothing in your life is working, stand back and consider how you interact with those around you. Do you have compassion and kindness? Do you talk honestly and listen intently? Our total sense of well-being is frequently directly impacted by the way we interact with other people. Building a successful life requires you to grow as a person. Your life and relationships will begin to improve if you practice kindness, compassion, and understanding in all of your interactions. Reason 5. It's hard for you to decide. It's critical to make decisions and follow through on them. Your indecisiveness could be one of the reasons your life isn't working out. Being undecided can be crippling since it keeps you from going forward and advancing. In Buddhism, the idea of mindfulness empowers us to make confident, well-informed decisions. Our inability to make decisions is frequently the result of fear taking control of us. We avoid making any decisions at all because we are afraid of choosing the wrong one. But doing nothing is a choice in and of itself, and it frequently results in stagnation. The Buddha taught us to have faith in our own abilities and approach decisions with composure and clarity. This implies that while not every choice will be ideal, we are still making progress and developing with every choice we make. One effective strategy for overcoming hesitation is mindfulness meditation. You may train your mind to become still and concentrate on the here and now by engaging in mindfulness practices. As a result, you are able to make decisions free from uncertainty or fear. After you've chosen a choice, stick with it through. Have faith that you will develop and learn from the experience no matter what. Being indecisive holds you in place. Remain alert and have faith in your ability to make decisions. Every choice you make presents a chance for development and education, even if things don't work out as expected. Reason 6. You begin but do not complete tasks. It's simple to start projects, but true success comes from seeing them through to completion. This is a typical explanation for why things could not be going well in your life. Many people have lofty goals and objectives, but they lack the self-control to follow them through. Buddhism places a strong emphasis on the value of good effort, or making consistent, hard work toward your objectives. The Buddha taught that perseverance and dedication are necessary on the path to enlightenment. Similar to this, in order to succeed in daily life, one must not only begin tasks, but also see them through to completion. If you frequently find yourself starting projects but never finishing them, it's time to consider why this is occurring. Do you have a fear of failing? Do you become less motivated when things become tough? It's critical to develop tenacity and resilience. When difficulties emerge, see them as chances to become stronger rather than giving up. You gain confidence in your skills and abilities every time you complete a task you've started. Persistence is the key to success. When you persevere through difficult times, you'll discover that completing your tasks gives you a profound sense of contentment and success. Reason 7. You're not making the most of your time. Time is valuable, so use it wisely on important endeavors. The Buddhist idea of mindfulness has a strong connection to how we use our time. The Buddha learned that time passes quickly and that we should savor every second. But a lot of individuals often find themselves squandering time on unimportant things. You may increase your awareness of how you spend your time by practicing mindfulness. You can make more efficient use of your time and energy by remaining mindful of the task at hand and staying present. Instead of hurrying through the day, take your time and plan out how you will spend it. Concentrate on pursuits that advance your objectives and foster your own development. One of your most important resources is time. Make sure you spend it on things that are actually important and use it wisely. You may maximize every moment by practicing mindfulness, which can assist you in remaining focused and in the present. Reason 8. You're not sure of your identity. Self-awareness is essential to personal development. According to Buddhism, developing one's self-awareness and self-reflection is crucial. You might not have taken the time to fully understand who you are if you feel like nothing in your life is working. The Buddha taught that the way to end suffering is to know oneself. Many of us live our lives not fully understanding who we are, our beliefs, our aspirations, our assets, and our vulnerabilities. Being disoriented, confused, and unable to make decisions might result from this lack of self-awareness. You have to be willing to look within if you want to know yourself. Mindfulness and meditation are effective techniques for introspection. You can start observing your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors without passing judgment by using these techniques. This self-awareness will eventually assist you in realizing who you really are and what you want out of life. Knowing who you are allows you to make choices that support your objectives and core values. Your life will begin to feel more meaningful and purposeful, and you'll gain confidence. Spend some time getting to know who you are. The cornerstone of happiness and personal development is self-awareness. Life will start to go your way when you have a clear understanding of who you are and can make decisions that are consistent with who you really are. Reason 9. You're simply following the process. Don't just exist. Make the most of your existence. You could be going through the motions, which is one of the most prevalent reasons why things in your life could not be working. You get up, go to work, return home, and go through the same motions every day without actually experiencing life. Buddhism holds that happiness, development, and fulfillment are possible in every instant of life, and that life is sacred. But a lot of individuals go through life automatically, focusing on what they should do rather than what actually makes them happy. It's time to wake up and begin living intentionally if you feel like you're just existing. The Buddha advocated for awareness as the path to a happy, fulfilling existence. You can start living life more completely and escape the boredom of routine by learning to be totally present in every moment. Instead of hurrying through your day, take your time. Enjoy the little things in life. Spend time interacting with those close to you, participating in enjoyable activities, and pursuing your passions. Make the most of every minute and live a purposeful life, because life is too short to just go through the motions. Live your life with intention rather than just going through the motions. You can live life to the fullest and discover true pleasure by practicing mindfulness, which can help you stay focused and in the moment. Make the most of every opportunity you have to develop, learn, and have joy. Every moment counts. 9 common obstacles that keep people from leading fulfilling lives are failing to live up to their potential, lacking goals, feeling like time is running out, not developing their personality, being indecisive, not finishing what you start, wasting time, not knowing who you are, and just going through the motions. Buddhism's spiritual teachings provide direction on how to get past these obstacles and design a successful life. You are capable of overcoming these challenges and beginning to enjoy the happiness, contentment, and tranquility that life has to offer by engaging in intentional living, self-awareness, and mindfulness practices. Remember that change requires patience and work, but you can change your life and reach your greatest potential if you have patience, tenacity, and the knowledge of Buddhist teachings.